We found it online. We liked the shape of the building, we liked the location, so we looked online and they'd got pictures of the inside, and it was as we like, sort of minimalist. And
my partner and I were both foreigners, so we didn't know Rotterdam and also not the area before. It appealed to us because where we live in Germany, we have a house and a garden, and this urban area here and living in a big tall tower really appealed to us. Yeah.
Before we moved here, I thought that's a lot of people, but surprisingly you never really hear anyone, or it's really, it's really nicely isolated, I guess. So yeah, it doesn't feel like there's 234 apartments here. I immediately liked how the kitchen was like attached but also separated because of this wall, or yeah, sort of wall from the rest.
the lounge is really lovely. Lounge and dining room and kitchen, all open plan, which is exactly what we wanted. And also you can see that so much light comes in. The privacy of the unit here, but it's still all open plan and so well designed. Really happy with the kitchen. Perhaps I don't spend as much time in it. Why the corridors are so wide.
I like this window because it gives some light in the hallway. This is very interesting because we have our clothes in here.
Come and look at our lovely bedroom. Really like this room, it's so light. It's so nice to have so much light coming in from two directions. It's strange in the apartment that not a single window opens. The only air to come in is by opening the patio doors. It's unusual. Means I don't have to clean the windows outside, but it's unusual. But it's a lovely room. Would have been nice to be a little bit bigger. I think I would have made the balconies smaller. It's not the most wonderful weather in Holland, and I don't really know why you need such a large balcony. I think I would have pushed each wall out a bit. So.
This is a bedroom, and I like again how you see the balcony, and then the living room again. It feels really spacious.
I'll show you the bathroom. It's a lovely bathroom. But again, I'm not quite sure why the wall's there, because if you want privacy, you just shut the bathroom door.
I think all the rooms here are sort of like multifunctional. You can use them in the way you want, or that's kind of how we set it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can either enjoy your breakfast here or on bed, or because it's very spacious, you can walk around. You don't have to take the hallway. You can also go, especially if it's nicer weather, you can just open the balcony doors and it's like a circle.
I assume they don't expect burglars here because the doors open. You don't need locks. You can open the doors from both sides.
You can go outside if you want. And this is the thing, even now, mid-November, if the sun is still on here, you can actually sit here and get a lot of sun. Feels like a summer holiday. Like sometimes we have breakfast here, and it is actually too hot, like the butter is melting on your bread. Everybody has that wow feeling, when they come in. And especially on this side, you see the river and the whole harbor, the refineries, and you really see different weathers, different seasons all the time. Sometimes, a few times in the year, you look outside and you see nothing. The fog comes up all the way to here. And
we haven't been here in very high winds yet, but I'm wondering if the building is going to move at all, whether you feel any movement.
And we had a couple of storms that were really so strong that I was standing here in the kitchen, and it felt like I'm on a boat. I could really feel like my stomach turning, and the lamp over here over the table was really swinging. the view from the apartment, from the balconies, is basically the main thing. And sometimes people could say it's the harbor that you're looking at, so it's not particularly beautiful, but to have such a great outlook over any type of area is just wonderful. And a German friend of ours came over and joked, oh my God, you can even see the curvature of the earth here.
To get a view like this is incredible.
You know, I sometimes worry when you get guests, you're a bit I am a bit nervous. Is everything okay? And then I realize, no, wait a minute. Every time somebody new comes into this place, they are struck by its beauty. So don't worry about if not everything is like clean or you know, prepared totally perfect. They will come in and they will have that joy. And this is also one of the nicest rooms. I think even one of the nicest rooms in the whole building, because you have the whole window all the way to the floor. You see Hotel New York, of course.
And it's nice to be in a historic part as well, with the New York Hotel, the old Holland America line. It's nice to be somewhere historic.
The Euromast. Can you believe it? All the time we've lived here, 3 years, we haven't been on the Euromast once, because we think, you know, we live higher than the Euromast.
It's lovely, and yes, I'm very good. I go to the gym every day. Where's the swimming pool?
Oh, it says pool there.
So now you're outside. And then we have to go inside again. And here they have a heart attack thing after 2 doors. I don't think it'll save me when I need it. I mean, I don't think it's really stimulated here. In the elevator, for example, you see neighbors, but it's always the same people. Like it feels as if you live here with 20 others.
But it's not necessarily that you automatically get to know all the many people that you live so close with. It's very handy to just use the lifts, go up and down, you get out with your bike or your car. So it can also be pretty anonymously.
I mean, I don't see my neighbors that much. I mean, in the elevator, in the pool or the gym. But again, it's usually the same people. Because I think there's also a lot of people who don't use the facilities as much. They just live here. But I think most people who live here are either, good question. I think there's quite some singles who live here, but then they're usually a little older, because so they can, pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more a tower where people live out of sight. The communal areas are, well, rather small, but they are there. So if you want to, you can make friends. And of course, like there's this whole terrace in front of the swimming pool, the gym and the sauna places anyway, and also, downstairs, but Lanthanenfenster around it. So there's a lot of feel well areas going on. But at the same time, it's very easy and very convenient to just shut your door and use the facilities to come up and down and just live your own life. There's also this thing going on if you go into the lift, like a small little moment you realize where does the other person press, like which floor do they live on. And even though the Netherlands are this liberal, open society, there is this, should I say, floor envy. Like, do you live lower, in the middle, or higher up? And it immediately becomes this tiny little hierarchy thing. We thought, of course, that is nice. I mean, Lanthanenfenster, to be able to go just downstairs, even in your, not even putting a jacket on, and rush into a cinema, have the choice of 5 or 6 different films, and then go to a jazz concert or so. That is awesome.
I don't think it really, no, it wasn't if it wasn't there, I think we would still live here. Yeah, I mean, I like the atmosphere, and I like that it's like in this building. But yeah, I don't know, we haven't used it enough yet, I think.
Do we use it that often? Of course, that is, as it's always the case. If you have the opportunity, then you don't use it. But sometimes I do, and I really love it. And I say, this film I have to go down and see. There's no excuses, and it's just great.
I really like this building. I like the warm feeling it gives to this area, but also on the inside. Because a lot of buildings here are grey and concrete and metal, kind of, a lot of glass. So that's why I liked Montevideo, for example, because it looks a bit more, it looks different. I mean, it's daring. And this building as well, I mean, it has a nice 1930s kind of American skyscraper feel to it, but with a more warm stone that gives it the Portuguese feeling, I guess, from the architect.
If you approach New Orleans, even the whole Wilhelmina Pier or Kop van Zuid, you see that one big tower that is, compared to Montevideo and to the Rotterdam, it's still kind of, I find, the prettiest because it's just so slender and simple.
On this height you still have the feeling with the people and cars and city life without really being in it. So you have the serenity maybe from living away from the city, but you're still in the city. The way he designed the roof terrace and the swimming pool and the sauna and those things, I mean, it's not meant that you're there alone, although a lot of times you are, because I don't think everyone uses it. Yeah, I do agree with that, because when he talks about the water, the complexity and the boats, I immediately recognize this, because, I mean, for me it's the water, the warmth inside.
He definitely succeeded in what he wanted to do to get this beautiful and functional building.
I think if you would build this kind of tower somewhere else in a different city, or that people there would like it just as much, because it gives you a lot of space. It feels spacious. It feels free. There's a lot of light.
So one little bad thing is maybe that we realized after a while that we have a little mouse, and we called him Freddy. It just makes you realize that, of course, they can come up here to the 39th floor, and there must be a lot of them. But somehow I didn't really mind, because I liked watching him, and it makes you, sometimes you think, am I already living in the sky here or what? And then the little mouse comes and tells you, no, you're still living on Earth, and you're sharing this place with me. So don't get too high up in your head.